It's really funny. Elise Stefanik back in the day had like a 72, 74% MAGA rating, when voting with Trump. And Liz Cheney had a 92% rating for a while there under the Trump administration. And we all know how that went. But Elise Stefanik has become much more conservative. I think she's been jockeying for position, and I like her. I met her a few times.
You know what?
She's pretty solid.
I don't mind the Elise Stefanik. I just don't want to hear about jockeying for position. I want to see results.
I know, but that's what these people do.
I don't care if she. Well, I have my eye on this, so I'm going to. No. Either you give us results or you get the hell out. I think we've gotten to the point where this year, and Damon, you were talking about it, yesterday when you opened the show.
Yeah.
There's a lot on the line for this nation, and we can't have people thinking, well, what's good for me? I don't care what's good for you.
Yeah.
I want you to do what you're supposed to do, and that's represent this country the way you're supposed to.
You're not going to have to wait too long. I said this yesterday, and I meant it when I opened the show. I know we talk about November. This year's all about November 5th, and yes, okay, fine. But some would argue we don't have the ability to wait to November 5th, and then whatever happens on November 5th, we'll get to. But right now, we have a budget deadline of January 19th that the Republicans have some control over. Can we get some messaging? Can we get unified? Can we decide? The border is something that the American people understand. They see it. They understand it. It almost doesn't. Politics, of course, plays into it. But people understand the border. Even people on the other side of the aisle. They see what's going on. You can't avoid the pictures. You can't avoid the videos. You can't avoid the numbers. People see it. People understand it. And for the most part, most of the country is with us on the destruction of the border and what that means for this country. The Republicans have a winning issue on the border.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get behind it, message it, get conservative media to actually talk about it, pressure, get behind this budget and say no money, no government, no funding until, number one, the border is catch and release is defunded, and every governor is empowered to be able to not only arrest and deport at their own will.
I have one clip.
And if that can't happen, November 5th might as well be November 5th, 2050.
Well, it's funny that you say that because the Republicans were down there, led by House Speaker Mike Johnson today, with 64 other members. And I believe when I was listening to him talk, he said, talking about money, he goes, there's going to be no more money unless this is fixed. And I'm paraphrasing because I don't have the exact quote in front of me. But he stressed it. He said, the Johnson and the other members of the delegation stressed the central roles that the cartels are playing, and he threatened to scuttle additional Ukraine aid if the migrant crisis went unaddressed, and appeared to reference that threat Wednesday. If President Biden wants a supplemental spending bill focused on national security, it better begin with defending America's national security.